Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Monday evening community call. I'm your co-host, Robin Blank Mascari, along with Gregory. And oops, we got some, why don't you mute for a sec there? Okay, and we get together every Monday night as a community to support each other, to give you updates, to celebrate successes, and give little tips on success leaves clues of how you can move through the ranks if that's what you want. We also give updates from the company, and we're here to be of service to all of you. So we're going to jump right in. And Gregory, you want to bring, and let me introduce our first guest tonight. This is, I'm going to introduce Kay first, and then I'm going to have a visit with our new director, Vicki. And Kay is one of our beloved directors that everyone knows and loves, because this woman is just a gem. I mean, I've been so honored and grateful to meet her, to be in her home with her husband and puppies. And she is absolutely a pro, an absolute professional. You know, you can, when she says she's going to do something, you can count on it. She plans, she's there. She's a woman in total service to her team and so conscientious. And I'm thrilled to have her as the main support for Vicki, because Vicki needs a lot of support, and you're going to hear why in just a minute. So, Kay, why don't you come on, and I'm going to let you introduce our special guest for the evening. There you are, and you got your lips on.
Yes, 3 seconds in time. Well, thanks so much, Robin. It's just such a pleasure to be in your organization, and it's made such a difference to my success as well.
Thank you.
But I'm very pleased to introduce Vicki Johnston, our newest director. Vicki is a compassionate advocate of both health, nutrition, and green living. She lives in Prescott, Arizona, where she owns a beautiful store in the mall called H2O Health. Vicki started her career at a very young age working in a hospital lab. After graduating in 1977, she felt a calling to help others by teaching about healthy and clean living. As a lifelong student of health, the human body, and the environment, Vicki has created and published a green magazine, developed ergonomic and health products, plus built a successful international water business. She has taught thousands of classes on health, nutrition, water, toxins, and chemicals, and what's going on with our food and water supply in the USA. It's been my pleasure to get to know Vicki, which would not have happened if it hadn't been for LifeWave. She was sponsored by someone 5 levels below me, but since I live only 90 miles from Vicki and her sponsor lives in Florida, I volunteered to help her. I've taught 2 classes for her at her beautiful store and joined her on an hour-long radio show, teaching people about the possibilities for better health by utilizing the patches, all of which happened in the last 3 weeks. I know Vicki will have a tremendous positive influence on many people now that she's experienced the power of the patches and committed to sharing LifeWave with others. It's such a pleasure to introduce our newest director to you, Vicki Johnston of Prescott, Arizona.
Vicki, you want to come on camera and take your mute off so we can all see you?
There's my unmute. Oh, hey.
Oh, there you are.
Here I am.
It's wonderful to see you. So
Wonderful
just a little bit of history. Vicki and I were running mates in another company, and we got to know each other really well because we worked together a lot. And I did reach out to her about LifeWave last year, and she says, I will not ever do another networking business. I might be interested in the product, but I won't do another business. And so I followed up a few times and didn't hear back from her, and I let go. And one of her friends got her. And so we were destined to come back together, Vicki. So something shifted in you from saying, I'm never going to do this again, to you got to be director really fast, and you're going through the ranks, and we're going to see you shoot right up. So what happened?
Well, that's an interesting question, Robin. You know, timing is everything, right? Everything. And I say it's the only thing. But I'm so glad that my friend in Florida, whose name is Flora, reached back to me, because if I had known what you had your hands on and we had chatted a little bit, I probably would have jumped right in, because I'm always looking for things that help people and that make it easy. And this is so easy. Everything's easy, not just the product, but your tools and your program. And that's what I really wanted to share with the people, is because I've done several of these and I've got to the top of multiple plans. And, some people say it's lonely at the top, and it is. And I never do that. I always take people with me. I want to take people with me to the top. So I'm a team builder, but I have been a very passionate advocate of health, because I've seen so many people die and lose their battles to, it doesn't matter what its name is, all of them. And so many senseless should never have lost that battle, but they didn't understand how the human body works. And this makes it so simple because it works so quickly. And I mean, I know some days, some people's 3 days, some people's 3 weeks, 3 months, but it will work eventually if you keep on, because everybody is different. But I got on board because I am not a pill taker. I hate taking handfuls of pills and vitamins, and I get tired of taking them. And I want my body to do that job, and it will. And so I got in this, and the first thing I thought about is that with network marketing, the one thing I've always loved about it, you get to choose who you work with. That's the best thing about network marketing. You can pick who you want to go in with. And I can say this, from all the ones I've done before, I've learned what not to do. I've learned who calls you up and says, hey, you got to get on this. And then you never hear from them again. It's like, good luck, And if you don't got those tools and you don't know how to use them, you're not going to make it. And you and Gregory have put together, and I knew that's when we met, because you and I talked about it. And this other thing we were trying to help them with, but there was already too many superstars for any new ones. So we just sat by the wayside and let it go, right? But I knew you were a tool builder, and I knew you understood you got to have a system in place. And that's how I built my business, is with a system. And you guys have done a masterful job at putting together tools that make it so easy. Anybody can do this. If you have a phone and you can send out a text and respond on a text, you don't even have to talk to people. So you guys have done a fabulous job. And then I meet this one superstar up in Flagstaff, Miss Kay, who loves to teach. And I love to teach too, but I teach every week. So I love to have somebody come in and teach. And my people just loved her. They gravitated right to her. She answered all their questions. But I love to see people be successful at this, Robin. And the second thing, though, is the tools. The tools and the people are what makes these things happen for you. Because like I've said, I can't tell you how many, oh yeah, get on the board, get on board, and get on board and never hear from nobody again. It's like, really? Wait a minute. What happened? We're going to the top. We're going to be successful. So you guys have done a great job, and I couldn't be happier to work with anybody than you two ladies. You guys are great. I'm sure everybody else is too. And I'm looking forward to meeting so many other ones at the conference, where I got my tickets all booked, got my flights all booked. So Larry and I are both coming, and we'll see you there.
I love it. And you couldn't have more of a master support than Kay. You are so blessed with that woman. I mean, because personally, I wouldn't have been able to take care of you the way she can, and it turned out perfectly. And you actually invited Kay to speak to one of your classes. You actually invited her to be on the radio, and you had another group. So you went to, the first time you had Kay come, you went to manager, and you're brand new. And then the second time you had Kay come, you went to director. And how long in between was that?
About 2 weeks. It's
Yeah.
2 weeks between classes.
Yeah, you're on a fast track. And so, what I hope everyone can hear is what Vicki is doing is using leverage. And you want to talk a little bit about that? Because you have mastered it, my dear.
Well, I've traveled all over. Like I said, Kay said, I've taught thousands of classes. I mean, when I tell you I'm passionate about teaching people don't know what they don't know. They don't know how their body works. They don't know how it heals. They don't understand that healing's a process. So when we educate people, we start to really empower them to become their own doctor. And I trademarked the phrase, be your own doctor. A wise man is his own doctor first. You got to be your own doctor. You know, I saw it because I worked in emergency. I worked in 3 different hospitals in the laboratory. I did autopsies. I seen too many people die that should have never died because it is a practice. Now, God bless them for trying, but they're like all of us. We're on a journey. We're learning. They don't know everything, you know, because they learn what they learn. They know how to cut, they know how to sew, and they know how to write prescriptions. And if I'm broke, I'm going. You know, people say, would you go to the doctor? Yes, if I'm broke or bleeding, or if I gotta have something, I will take it. But I know what to do after to cleanse my body and get those chemicals and poisons back out of my body, because all drugs are toxic. That's why the FDA has to regulate them, because they can kill you at some point. That's what I love about this. It's not toxic. You can patch away, you know, how many of you want. Kay does 6, some people do 7, whatever. And it's safe. And you're gonna experiment and try it and see what works for you, because everybody is different, as I said. But I just love it. I'm so, so, so happy. And I've got so many people, because we live in this big senior community, and they're all looking for help. They're kind of tired of the pills and the ills. They're sick of it. And
Pills.
they've tried the pills long enough. They know you know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And so many of them that come in my store are on 15, 20. I mean, that's crazy to be on that kind of medication, because all those drugs interact. And studies prove if you're on more than 5 meds at one time, you're more apt to die from the interaction of those drugs than you are what you're trying to treat. So hello, I mean, come on, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. You're adding more toxins to a poison system already. So that's what I love about this. It's not poison.
Your passion for health and educating people is absolutely contagious and inspiring. And you know, when you sell people a water system, they get an 8-week education course, and they show up, and they love you, and they love learning from you. And your vision, yeah, this product is the most fun, but it's the most life-changing of anything I've ever come across. And it's so simple, peel and stick. You know,
Me too.
so I know you've got a dinner with your family, and do you have any other success tips you want to share with people? Because you know, you've got a unique situation, but you worked your way there, and you are using leverage through your radio program, through your classes. What other, you know, success tip would you like to give before you leave us today?
Well, 2 things. One is use those text messages. That system is brilliant. I mean, it's a no-brainer. All I have to do is send the message. It tells you when they watched it, and then it tells you to follow up. That's so easy. I mean, if you don't, and a lot of people don't like to talk to people, and they don't want to act like they're selling something. But you know what? This is not something. This is the only thing. This is something that will really help people, I think, long term, especially. And I'm stoked about it, because when you have clean water and these patches, my people are getting results very, very quickly. Kay knows, she's been up here. And I think that's why it just works. But the second thing, do some little meetings. Man, we traveled the country. We'd rent library. We do go in libraries. Libraries all free. Go to somebody's house. Go to restaurants. I mean, we went all over the place doing meetings. We did them in every place we could get to do them. We did them. And that's what, just keep doing and keep doing. And like you reached out to me, you reached out to my friend, she reached back to me, and now you got me. So don't give up, because you don't know who's going to hit who, right? You don't know who's going to hit who at the right time. And timing is everything.
It is. And I love that you get to share this journey with us. I mean, we worked together before. We had fun. We worked hard, but that company did not support us the way we would have liked. And, you know, was one of the frogs we kissed, but we got to meet each other, you know?
That's right. That was the good thing that came out of it.
So I love that you're here and making a difference in so many people's lives with so many resources that you have. And again, thank you, Kay, for the masterful support of Vicki and her fast, very fast growing team. And you got it going, girl. So I'll see you at the top.
All right. And Kay's my secret weapon. She's awesome.
Believe me, treat her well, because
Cool.
she will take very good care of you, much better than I could have. So it worked out great, you know?
Awesome.
Have
Awesome.
a wonderful evening with your family. Thank you for being on and sharing your wisdom with all of our community. I look forward to introducing you and you meeting a lot of our community that will be in Orlando. It's a very
Awesome.
special time. It'll be fun to see you again.
It will be. I'll look forward to it.
I don't think I've seen you since Dallas.
No, you haven't seen me. It's been years.
Yeah,
Several years.
many.
So, yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
All right,
Hen.
girl. Bye,
Thank you.
guys, and reach out to me. You can find me VJ@h2ohealth.com. People are asking how to get a hold of me. Just VJ@h2ohealth.com, and that's my
Great.
email.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. So this woman made it director really quickly, and she's a strategist, and we talked on the phone today about Vicki, why don't you mute your line, okay? And take yourself off video. Great, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, great. So why don't you go off video, Vic, and mute?
I'm trying.
I got you muted. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, Vicki is a special one, and she is so passionate about educating people about health in so many different dimensions and about being green at the same time. And if you're ever in Prescott, Arizona in the mall, she has a 5,000 square foot store and a big classroom. So she's really committed. Okay, Gregory, you want to bring up the newsletter and we'll kind of go through that. Great.
There we go.
There you go. Okay, well, that was Vicki.
That was wonderful. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Vicki,
Yeah.
and Kay for helping her get there.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Mhm.
Kay is her secret weapon. You know, anyone who has Kay in their support team scored the jackpot. Yes. Okay. So the summer momentum continues until Sunday. If you rank up or purchase, sponsor a gold or a diamond, either a upgrade or a initial gold or diamond package, you will get rewarded above and beyond the PIB. So I know several people that are doing that, and it's putting some extra summer cash in your pocket, and it ends on Sunday. Okay.
Mhm. Great. And tomorrow night?
Oh, we have a special treat tomorrow night. We have Dr. Walt.
Woohoo.
He's standing in for Dr. Tom, who's engaged in a major conference right now. And I just called him and said, could you step in? He goes, sure. So I know everybody loves Dr. Walt. We haven't seen him in a long time. Let's give him a warm, friendly, big, huge crowd. And that's tomorrow night. Invite guests. It's our LifeWave introduction to the company, to our founder, and to our technology. And then we have our doctor on, who's an acupuncture physician. And then it's time for you guys to share your stories and your questions. So tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific, Live Younger Zoom, same time, same channel.
And Robin, as quickly as we wind up that call tomorrow night, hit the sack for a few hours. We'll be hitting the road Wednesday morning, heading to Colorado for our little 3-city whistle stop tour. We're so excited to see all of our Colorado family members and many new family members that will be joining. So I hope everyone that's listening and your teams will be saying, who do I know in Colorado? Well, you know, in travel distance to Fort Collins or travel distance to Colorado Springs or Boulder, you know, or Boulder. And as Vicki said, we're doing it at a library and it's free. We love the price. And it's a beautiful room and has a beautiful, you know, projector and sound system. Libraries are great places for meetings. And so we're doing our stem cell seminars in there. So we invite everyone to invite everyone, you know, and there was a click. I don't see, gosh, in this newsletter, we seem to have lost a click to download the darn.
Oh, Darn,
Darn.
okay.
It was
Well,
in last week. So in last week's newsletter, which is available in the archives, you can go to liveyoungersuccess.com and go to what's new, and you'll see this week's newsletter and a click through to go to the archives for all of the newsletters over the last 4, 5, 6 months. We're now starting, that Liz has joined the technology support team. We're archiving all of the newsletters. So if you go to last week's newsletter, you can click and download the flyer, which is a editable PDF that can be sent out to anyone anywhere, and you can put your name on it. So if they show up, we'll do our best to enroll them. And if they do enroll, we'll enroll them on your team.
Great.
Okay.
And
So-
we have a few wonderful ideas for our Thursday morning business chat. So we typically get alignment from our leaders on Wednesday, but last week, Gregory, why don't you talk about last week?
Well, sadly, I wasn't able to be there, but last week we had a special guest, as most of you know, or you will know, Jennifer Starr. She's a rising star in the Live Younger community, and she's a trainer of trainers in the coaching field. She certifies master coaches, and so she shared with us some of the inner keys of the coaching world. So maybe, Robin, you just want to highlight that a little bit better than I could.
Okay, I forgot that you weren't there.
Oh, you know what? Here's the download for the flyer. Just didn't get moved up with the flyer. Okay, in the dark
Oh.
spot here.
Okay, that's my mistake.
Okay, or mine.
Well,
work
we do
together
the
on it.
newsletter together and we both missed it, so it is there. That's a good thing.
There, isn't that good?
Yeah. Okay. So Jennifer is a master coach, and she's been a master coach for quite a long time, and she actually trains and mentors master coaches. So she's very humble, but it's where she comes from. That's the gift. And she really explained what our job is as a coach versus a manager. And it was beautiful. So we recommend everyone listen to that. We have someone new on the team that I spoke with the other day, and he's not so satisfied with his IT career. So he's going through coaching school, and he listened to it and he went, that was really helpful. And so in our business, our job is to help people get from where they are to where they want to go. And that's the definition of a coach is, and that's what we, and Jennifer, we're very grateful to have her on our team with her masterful skills. And we were privileged to have her here for a week, and we had an amazing time. It was unexpected because of the flood that we got to experience. And I think a lot of you know, 3 of our kids were victims of the flood. So our schedule's been a little different lately in support of the family. But the community's been amazing, and Jennifer was a great help. So please do listen to the recording. It's on Live Younger YouTube or on the Facebook group.
Great. So, and every Thursday, there's a surprise in store for you. We have leaders from all over the country that are doing various trainings and skills-based training every Thursday morning. And then that brings us around to our, Monday morning miracle call. And if you weren't on today's call, you missed it. I think that it really is like a shot of vitamin B12 in the morning. And it's a great way to start your day, start your week. And that's available on the Facebook group and on the Live Younger YouTube. But, those Monday morning miracles calls are one of our best attended, most juicy calls that we have going. So please avail yourself of it. And in Live Younger, I think we've covered this a couple of times. Nitty Gritty Basics lives on under a new name, AKA now known as liveyoungerproducts.com. So we have Live Younger Success to get your new distributor started. We have Live Younger Products to get your customers and your new distributor, because what distributor wouldn't want to know everything that's in Live Younger Products, the old nitty gritty basics, but we want to get them started usually with Live Younger Success, our simple 1, 2, 3 getting started structure and strategy in our daily method of operation. So as Vicky said, and as many of you know, we're real systems driven over here at the Live Younger community, and we're trying to help everyone build a large, successful, independent distributor group that it doesn't require all of your time to get and keep all of your people going. There you have it. So
Okay.
while Robin and I are going to be this Saturday, June 25th, we're going to be at the Boulder Public Library. Emily Hollingshead and several other key leaders, and I believe Michael Accurso, Senior Presidential Director, is also going to be there. So if you know anybody in travel distance to Branson, Missouri, that's a great place to send them. And I think we've covered most this. I guess we could take
No,
the,
keep going. There's a few more things. This is
Okay.
really important. This is really important. What's going on is, oh,
okay,
okay, there we
June.
go.
There we
We've
go.
got, this is the corporate updates section. And so on Wednesday, there's the new manager training. And if you haven't been on it, that one shows up on the Lifeway Business Builders Facebook group, and that's easy to access. You have to be invited for the the manager and directors training, and they will send an invitation out. So on the 22nd is also the new, I'm sorry, the one on the 22nd is the new manager. So you do need to be invited to that one. It's the new member webinar that is open and available to everyone. And so if you are a new manager or director, you will get an invitation with the link. Please do attend those, because you'll get a really good grounding as you move through the ranks. And of course, we have our global convention coming. And the good to know has to do with events. And leaders are born at events. People get inspired at events. People's belief system deepens in a way that nothing else can happen. You get to meet the people. You get to experience David in person. And that is such a gift, to be with David in person, and his brilliance and his wisdom. And he does a lot of education, not just on the products, not just on the business, but truly on health. And I don't know anyone that has got the biohacking down on this body like this man does. So the good to know, and the team, the group, the leader that has the largest team wins, because your business will grow faster than anybody's. And we have rewards for you for that too. And honey, you want to go back to the corporate section, because there's something I need to mention. The company is having an all company event tomorrow. So customer service will not be open tomorrow. It's right below that, hun. Scroll a little bit further and you should see it. There it is. This came out in an email today. So just so you know, that tomorrow customer service is closed. They will reopen again on Wednesday. And finally, we do not have any stories that were put in Vibrant Living. So there's no spin tonight. Pout, pout, pout. We really just savor your stories. And there's so many wonderful ones. And that's what inspires people in this business, is hearing people's stories. So please get them posted in Vibrant Living and the Live Younger Facebook group. And so then I think we got it, honey.
I think so. I think we're complete. Everybody can read the rest at their leisure. And we're so grateful to be able to share all this important information together with everybody and introduce our newest director. And congratulations, Vicky, and good work, Kay, for helping her grease those gears and get there. And so many blessings to all. Hope to see many of you in Colorado.
I just want to say, I'm looking through the chat, and I just want to make sure. People asked for Vicky's email, and the one that Kay wrote is the preferred one, and I redid it. So thank you, Kay, for that. It is vj@h2ohealth.com. And let's see. And if you haven't gotten an invitation to the manager's meeting, go to your back office and go under events, and you should be able to get the link there. And if you're not able to make it live, you will actually get a replay. They will send it to you because we know not everyone can make it live. And there's one more thing. Okay. Barnsley, tonight is not the time to address your question. So please reach out to your upline for that and they should be able to help you. And congratulations, Barnsley, on being a new manager too. How wonderful. Okay. I think we got it done now. All right. Good night, everybody. Blessings to all. Thank you. And again, congratulations to our newest director, Vicky, who got there in light speed, and you'll be seeing her move up the ranks. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.